Lucha Underground on Rey Network. And right here at Shock Pop Comic Con, have one of the wrestlers, one of the stars. Great talent there, building this company, this promotion. You can see it on Rey Network every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Ivelisse, glad to have you here. Thank you for taking time with us today. I wanted to ask, what was it like for you? How did this experience come up to work for Lucha Underground? And what has it been like for you so far?
It's been amazing. It's pretty much been a blessing, and this is complete honesty. I've gone through quite a lot. It's been 10 years. I went through mistreatment, you know, and one after the other, and I was at a pretty low mentally and emotionally from everything. Even though I was doing pretty okay with Shine Wrestling, that's what was kind of leaving me afloat and kind of still hanging in there, keeping my head above the water. Which I also had a great time. I have a great time working there as well. It's pretty much been a blessing because it's like I finally am somewhere where I'm happy and I get treated well and I have a chance to show what I've been working on for 10 years.
How would you describe yourself as a wrestler?
I would describe myself as a top-notch.
For someone that hasn't seen you wrestle before, what type of wrestler are you?
Well, I've sacrificed and given my life to this to perfect my craft as much as possible in every way, shape, and form. So pretty much I'm the type of wrestler that when you watch, you want to see more and more every time. And I pretty much become your favorite wrestler pretty fast.
How important is it from a physical standpoint to really go in there and really go at it as a women's wrestler?
It's very difficult for us women because it is a male-dominated business. So it's a lot harder for us, even though men might not agree. It's a lot harder for us to prove that, to prove our credibility as wrestlers. Most of the time, the ones like me that really care about what they're doing and really care about establishing that credibility are kind of pegged as sensitive or whatnot for, their passion for what they're doing. But at the end of the day, it just shows, how much of myself I give into what I do, and it shows, and to me that's really all I care about, to know that I'm doing everything I possibly can all the time to perfect my craft to be the best that I can be.
How did you get the break then? Because you mentioned Shine, and I know Shine is an all-women's wrestling group. Mm-hmm. And they go at it. Ladies there really put a lot into it, and they're physical and they're athletic. Mm-hmm. Was that the opportunity that opened up a door for you in Lucha Underground, or was it something else that opened up for you to get you with Lucha Underground?
Shine pretty much helped me keep my head afloat because I took pretty big blows. Especially when the reason why that happened didn't even have anything to do with my talent or anything like that. In wrestling, unfortunately, there's other things that have nothing to do with talent that play a big part, and you kind of learn the hard way about it. But I actually, Conan had a lot to do with it. He
legendary Conan, and he's a Miami guy too. He went to school down here and all. I know of Conan Charlie. I know Conan.
I had met him in Mexico, and we just kind of kept in contact. And he's one that has always, since day one, seen that passion that I have for what I do, and that is something that he continuously reminds me of. That is the number one reason why he has had my back since he's met me and seen my work and everything, and that was a big help for Lucha Underground. And also Eric, He was the producer from Tough Enough, from the last Tough Enough, and he also helped me as well for Lucha Underground.
Some of the talent that you've worked with so far with Lucha Underground, and what do you think of the whole roster that's been compiled there?
It's incredible performers, and not only that, also incredible working partners. Like it's amazing how it's just so different from all the other locker rooms that I've been in. For whatever reason it is, it's just such a positive attitude with everyone so far. Hopefully it continues and stays that way. But yeah, everyone's a pleasure to work with. Everyone's out to help each other look great, and it's just a pleasure to be around that type of people.
What made you decide to first get started in pro wrestling and become a wrestler? And you told me prior that you were from Puerto Rico, which is beautiful territory there. What is it like growing up in Puerto Rico and then deciding I want to do pro wrestling?
I have always been an athlete since I was 8. I've been doing cross country. I would get into every sport, like basketball, baseball, volleyball. Like I would try it all.
Against the boys too?
Against
even play, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like
yes.
Girls and boys and going after it and all.
Yeah,
a little bit like a tomboy,
yep,
sort of.
Very big tomboy. Especially with my brother. I only have one brother, so.
What's his first name? Just get his first name.
David. Whenever he would play with his friends and everything, I wanted to play and I wanted to be good, and it's kind of funny because
older brother?
Yeah, my older brother. Sometimes it was kind of like as if it was a little bit annoying, but you know.
But look where you are now,
yeah,
right?
That
you say
that. Yeah, I was always an athlete, and he was actually the super wrestling fan, and I was exposed to it with that all the time because it was just me and him, and since I was the athlete, that I would look at it a little bit differently than he would. I only probably had one favorite wrestler that I could say was my favorite wrestler, which was Steve Austin. But he was like the super fan. So like little by little, the more I would evolve as an athlete, I would just look at it different. I would always be like, I just want to create myself and like in games and whatnot. And I was just like, I could do that. So, why not? I could do that even better. So, like, I just had that mentality, especially because I'm a competitive person. Whatever I do, I want to try to be the best that I can be. So that kind of motivated me to want to, that sparked the interest to actually make it a reality and actually give it a try.